The following podcast contains language, dark humor, and extremely hot takes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Before we begin, I would like to give two announcements. First off, I want to give a shout out to my friend Tanner Stutt's organization, MINERVAN. It's an organization at the University of Greensboro where they write and discuss issues in the community and encourage social change. I will be putting all their information down in the description below, so check it out after this episode. And lastly, we have a special announcement. This will be the last podcast for a while, and we will explain more at the very end. So stick around for that. So who wants to take the intro? Because I also will if you want me to. All right. Welcome to the Lightning in a Bottle podcast. The podcast that's really good. You'll have an easier time catching lightning in a bottle. And we are so sorry for the delay in episodes, a.k.a. it has been, 2-3 weeks since the last one?
4 maybe?
God damn, it's been a month.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been quite a bit.
It's at least...
It's been a hot, steamy minute.
At least from the last time we recorded our last episode, which was actually the last week of Halloween. No, have we really gone an entire month without recording a new episode? Are you serious?
Yes.
And if I also vaguely remember, I believe, was it the last episode or the episode before where I said this was like one of the most consistent things we did?
Oh,
funny how that works out.
Yeah.
No. Life was going so well. Sorry, it's just that, I was actually proud of ourselves. Like, we would meet up every week, record an episode, have it out. What went wrong? What happened?
I don't know. I'm here all the time. I live here.
That's true.
Last episode, let me phrase that because I had a stroke there. I'm sorry. Last time we tried to record, I got a cold, so we put that on hold. And then the episode before that, Mason forgot. And it was
also a mixture of like college too.
Yeah, I just wrapped up. I'm done with the semester with this new semester.
Still got one more week.
One more week. Good luck to you. What about you?
I'm pretty much done.
You're done? All right, so we're done. I just put them here.
Yay.
But let's talk about some topics. And here's the thing. I kind of... it's been a month. We've kind of missed a lot, so I'm down to just talk about whatever we've missed during the month. Like, this is going to be another, off the rails, no consistency, because it's just been a month, we missed a lot.
Yeah.
You would be surprised how much happens in a month.
A lot.
Yeah, Game Awards came out, or at least the nominees are out. Game Awards came out, and the nominees came out. Monster Hunter Rise update. Okay, that's all on the top of my head right now.
Actually looking back, wasn't really a whole lot. At least for me.
Okay.
At least for me.
For me, a lot of stuff came out. Forza
did come out.
Forza came out. Hot Wheels came out. Yeah.
A lot of stuff really. These
Yeah.
2 games changed my life.
I got a Quest. An Oculus Quest 2.
Yeah, it's right there.
I've been using that.
Can you tell me? Can you send me a link to all the accessories to it?
Yeah, I only really upgraded the head strap.
Okay.
And the eyepiece, the cushion.
Could you? Okay. How much was that in total?
A penny.
$50 maybe.
$50.
A big penny.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give me until 2 weeks, and I'm willing to drop 50 on that, because I'm actually comfortable with the ones I have right now, but I definitely do like yours better than mine, only for the blue and the fact that it looks comfier.
I would get a Quest, but I have a PS5 VR, or not 5 VR, but PlayStation VR, so kind of set.
What are you on about? What?
I was just about to say that's a big fat lie. I haven't touched it in probably a year.
Oof.
I see the issue with mine is, David, I'm actually jealous of you. Not only because you got the accessories, but even without the accessories, you actually have a perfect kind of square area to play it on.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate.
For me, I mean, my beanbag's in the way. I have my old cat stand.
You can take 2 steps and then you're in something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like, I really kind. Are you down if I can bring my Quest one day and just like mess around and like with the square and the environment? Because I have the other place that I know that has a lot of space in my house is my living room, which is always taken up by either my aunt, my mom, or my grandma, who suffers like strong dementia and hallucinations. So she's always rambling and always talking. I'm just like, I got no space. I got nowhere to be. This is life.
Yeah, that's that's actually probably the biggest barrier to entry, even more than money for VR, is just lack of space. Some people just don't have it, and you can't fix that.
Exactly.
Mine's a lack of Star Wars VR games. That's the only reason I got mine. I got mine for the Star Wars Battlefront 2015 X-Wing mission, which was awesome. And then the only other time I really used it was
for Tetris Effect.
Well, Tetris Effect, yeah, but mostly for Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh yeah, dude. Actually, after this is over, you gotta play a little bit of Squadrons because
It's fun. I love it.
it's probably one of the best games I've actually played on my Oculus.
I mean, if you because I play it with the UI off, and like
it makes it so because it feels more realistic.
and it's actually a pretty good flight sim, in terms of like spaceships are.
Yeah.
I want to get like you have one of the because when you got what's that game? The plane game. Ace Combat. Did you get the flight stick?
No, I didn't get the PlayStation.
Oh, I want to get the PlayStation flight stick for Squadrons.
I just remember the only place that I have space is either my aunt's room, which also like it's more like a long rectangle than a perfect square.
Great for horror games because you can run down the hallways.
That's true. And my grandma's room, which is far away from the Wi-Fi router. So literally, I'm just saying, like, there's always some sort of thing blocking me, and it makes me mad. I'm just angry. I should just do it in the bathroom and see what happens. Besides that, I'm happy that you got your Oculus. The one game that I've been trying to get for my Oculus that I fun fact, because I was going down memory lane and listening to some of the episodes. I think it was episode 1 or 2 where I said that I wanted to get I wanted to get Tetris Effect, and then I said y'all convinced me I'm gonna get it, and I never did. And the only reason I did it was because I figured out it was on Game Pass. But I'm still down to get Tetris Effect for my Oculus because it's such a pretty game, and I just want to play it. Speaking of like Game Pass and Oculus, what episode are we on?
7.
Is this 7 or is this a 6? It's 7. This is the 7th episode. I meant to say that at the beginning to really wow the audience.
Wow,
We've been doing this for 7 episodes, but
I know more about the podcast than the host. No, I'm kidding.
That also reminded me because because it's December now technically as when we're recording
December
this.
2nd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just got my Spotify Wrapped up. And I kind of want to talk about that for a minute because
I don't have Spotify.
That's okay. Spotify isn't as a music service is hit or miss. It can be incredibly good or incredibly inconvenient. And I say this because there are like some songs on there that you think would be on there, but it's not. Queuing up songs, you gotta be really careful. You either gotta slide the song on the right if you're on mobile, or hit the 3 little buttons. If you don't and you accidentally click the song, it just starts playing. It's just tiny little things that I feel like with like an update could fix it all.
I just use Pandora, and
you're
it's just
old.
like a radio.
Because you're old.
I use YouTube, but I use like a cracked version of YouTube on Android that makes me not have ads and have autoplay even when the phone's turned off.
Good shit.
So yeah, that's what I use.
There's a version of that on an iPhone, and I don't want to kind of say that out loud. I fear Apple's going to be like, all right, cool, shut them down. But I have,
ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
But I have one on my phone. The only issue I have with it is like, and this could just be with the phone itself. When you start driving, your iPhone immediately shuts down because it's like, oh, you're driving, you shouldn't be on your phone. But it sucks when I'm just trying to boot up a song and like let it go as I'm driving, because then the entire phone kind of is in that state of you're driving but you're also not, so everything's slow. And like my music just will not play. Like it will like chug, because again it thinks that I'm driving, but I'm also not. So it makes everything slow, and I hate it. And it really makes me like.
Is that a Spotify thing?
No. It's on the cracked YouTube that I have on my
Oh.
phone. No, Spotify. I could literally just say, "Hey, Siri, turn on Spotify," and there's a chance that Siri will probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
But to continue on Spotify for a minute, I like Spotify because it has the winter wrap up, where every year it'll be like, "This is all the songs you listen to. These are all the podcasts you listen to." And I think it's just super cute because it's like a little nice going down memory lane from like January to February. Well, technically just from December of last year to December of the recent year. And I unfortunately was trying to catch up with a certain podcast. I'm a huge fan of the official podcast. That's Moist Critical's podcast that he has with 3 of his other friends. And I was trying to catch up on every single episode. And I recently got to the one where they start turning on their webcams, so it's kind of like a little different. So I have to start watching that on YouTube now. So I started listening to the Trash Taste podcast, which has like Gigguk, the Anime Man, and Sea Dog VA. And just Spotify is so good for podcast, man. It really is. Like there's sometimes where I'm like, play the next episode, and it takes a while to. But besides that, it's so good.
I just use iTunes
That's
for iPods. Or for
iPods.
podcasts. Yeah. The only podcast I listen to is the Triforce podcast from the Oxcast. Sips, Lewis, and Pyrian. Shout out to them. 2 dads and an honorary dad. Just talking games and fart jokes and all sorts of stuff.
Honorary dad?
Lewis isn't a dad, but
Oh, okay.
sometimes he
acts
like a dad.
Okay.
And talks like a dad. It's just a great time. I highly recommend it.
I listened to an episode and I enjoyed it. It's just one of my friends was getting on me because he goes, "Why the fuck do you listen to a podcast like from the beginning to like the very like recent one, or why do you try to?" And I tell them,
it's the journey.
It's really the journey. It's like the progression. Like I recently just listened to Super Mega's 100 episode because they have like 200 episodes.
Might be phone.
You're good. Super Mega has like 200 episodes, almost 300 now. It's around that range. So I was like, I'm not gonna start episode 1. I'm gonna take his advice. I'm gonna listen to episode 100, which was kind of cool because it was like a recap. It's in my opinion, if you want to listen to that podcast, episode 100 is a great place to start. But like they reference like clips from episode 1, episode 10, and like their audio quality is like what we're doing right now. We have one mic in front of us and we're talking, and it's like some people may not be like a fan of that. But at the same time, you also got to remember that's the very first episode, all the way to 100, where now they have their own like studio, good mics, all that, good stuff. And it's that progression that I want to see. I like not only going through every single episode and seeing like what's different, what's new, what have they added, but also for the fact that there are a lot of like inside jokes that they'll say, or some sort of like little running gag, and it's just nice to be in on it.
Or there's like little tiny arcs, like with the Triforce podcast, there's inside jokes like mugging and that sort of stuff. Like you probably wouldn't understand it, and it's kind of like what if you don't listen to the podcast. But there was also a time where Pyrian Flax was writing stories in this universe he created called Bodega, and each episode at the end he would read a chapter he wrote that week. And there was a little segment where they did it after every episode, and then they were like, because everybody likes Bodega so much, we're just going to turn this into a book. Okay. And so that it's not spoiled, they stopped reading them. So if you just start on the most recent episode, you're going to kind of miss that.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of like you said, inside jokes and
running
gags and little arcs that you could miss if you don't start from the beginning. And just because you start from the beginning doesn't mean you can't also be caught up. You can listen to the most recent one and like from the beginning. So like start with the first episode, then listen to the most recent.
And then go back and forth. That's smart.
That's what I did when I was catching up on the Triforce podcast.
That's smart. I wish you told me that sooner. I would have absolutely done it with the official podcast. I mean, even start. Well, I mean, again, the official podcast now has webcams, and that kind of like makes me like a lot of people are like, webcams don't add anything. A podcast is all about audio, but like no,
They do.
Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Though.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What about you, David?
I don't really watch podcasts, and if I do, it's more like one-off episodes. I'm more of a guy who'll just watch like long YouTube videos, like documentary style videos, and I'll watch those over and over and over again because this is my style of consuming media. Like I've watched every single Emblem video at least 15 times, and that's not even exaggeration. I've done it.
Implement's really good. I
Implement's
like
really good.
Defunctland. I still need to watch Defunctland.
I was just about to mention Defunctland because it actually, funny enough, it took me like 5 days to finish his newest video.
How long is his newest video?
It's only like an hour 40 minutes. I say only an hour 40 minutes because that's actually short for me. But every single time I've tried to boot it up is when I'm going to bed, and every single time I go to sleep. And since YouTube has like a terrible job at tracking where you last left off, I've had to start it like 20 minutes before I actually went to bed. So
That's fair.
that's why it took so long. But it's good. Very good.
I've always wanted to make a video like that, but I always know that if I'm going to do that, I have to do it on either a topic I like or something that I feel would be somewhat easy to like record, if that makes any sense. Because like the thing about those videos is that people, Defunctland and Emp Lemon, they have a style to them. There's something that like people look and they go, this is definitely a like, their videos.
Yeah.
I don't want to just make something that I feel like you would see it during like a late night program on the History Channel. I kind of want to add my own like flavor to it, but it's just really hard because I'm still fighting a footing for what I like to do. I still haven't made consistent thumbnails, and that's the thing that bothers me a lot about content creators when they don't have like a thumbnail you look at and you go, that's a thumbnail that definitely is a insert channel name here. Like I don't have OCD, but if a thumbnail doesn't look like that channel's thumbnail, then I'm going to be incredibly pissed and want to redo it.
Yeah, it's their brand.
Exactly. And I don't want to talk about it because I still have to talk about my Spotify playlist. But there's a certain channel. I'm not going to name out what. I'll do it for a later episode.
Game Grumps.
Fuck. How did you know?
I don't know.
How did you actually know?
It's just a guess.
Have I talked about this before?
It's not like you talk about it all the time.
Do I really? Do you know about this?
No, but every time someone mentions Game Grumps, I just tune out.
No, my issue with... Listen.
Well, let's finish the Spotify topic.
All right, fine. I'll be back to you later. I like Game Grumps, but
That's
I'll
a
be
can
back.
of worms we'll save for another day.
Yeah. No, but I was doing that, and I thought that I would finish up every single episode sooner than I thought. That was a complete fucking lie. Because I usually use Spotify either on long drives or when I'm working at my like kind of second job with my family. So episodes kept piling on. I watch them and then go to the next one. And because of that, the entire year, I didn't really listen to that much music on Spotify. There was a point in time this year where Spotify just thought I only used its service for podcasts. So my front page was nothing but different like shows on there. I had to scroll all the way down to find my daily mix, which is where the music comes in. Because Spotify thought, hey, you've been listening to this one podcast for a while. I guess you just used the service for podcasting. So here's some more shows like it. I go, don't do that because I listen to music. But what was I gonna say? I ended up only listening to like 2 albums for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and because of that, Spotify went, now hold up a minute. Do you use our platform for this or this? Like a kind of survey, and I immediately told them, music and podcasting, those two, nothing else. Do not just put one over the other. I need them to both coexist. Thank you. And also, I don't have premium. Like a lot of people go, oh, you're a student. Use Spotify Premium for students, which is instead of $10 a month, it's $5 a month, which is completely affordable. Except half the goddamn time, I don't even know if I have $5 by the end of a month for like food. I constantly use my debit card so much, which isn't a good thing, but I use it so often that I go, I don't know if I have enough money to pay for this service, and I don't want them to upcharge me out of nowhere, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I only like use a 1 month plan when I have $10, and I'm just like, all right, time to listen to albums, any song I want on repeat, all that good stuff. But I didn't have the time. Let me phrase that. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot to give Spotify $10 for premium. So I only listened to a playlist that me and a group of friends made, just of all of our favorite songs. And because of that, there was so much rap and what is it? Rap and
Emo something.
emo something. I think it was emo rap.
It's
I think
emo
it was
rap.
emo
Yeah,
rap.
emo rap.
Emo rap and underground rap.
Yeah, I saw that because you posted it on your Instagram, and I saw that. I was like, wow, I didn't know Gerardo listened to that kind of music.
And here's the thing. I do what that playlist has like 400 songs,
Right.
even more, and again, half of that is because there's a lot of
Other people on
it. So it's really just one big radio station that I listen to. And sometimes I get the music I want. Sometimes I get the punk because I like punk.
Mm-hmm.
I love punk. But most of the time it's just rap. And I don't mind rap. Not at all. If it's playing, I'm going to listen to it. There's some of them that I skip because I'm just like, yo, this flow's actual ass and the lyrics are even worse. So I'm skipping it. Sorry, not sorry. But then there's some really good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's like, again, mostly rap, Spotify went, oh,
You like rap.
you like rap. And I go, I do and do not Spotify. I mostly use you for punk and occasional
Not my
rap.
go-to.
It's not my go-to. And I got so many messages yesterday when I uploaded that photo on my Instagram because so many people were like, when did you start listening to Kanye? Why is Kanye your most #1 song of the year? And I go, I don't know. Don't ask me.
I just work here, man.
I just work here. I will say, it did a good job keeping track of the my favorite podcast, which was the official podcast, coming in with like 68,000 minutes of listening to it. And my favorite band, my most listened to band, which was Redbox. I fucking love Redbox. If you're listening to this, take some time and listen to one of their songs. They're so fucking good. I love that band, and that's it. That's my show for the day. I show Redbox. Redbox, please sponsor us. Just kidding. Just acknowledge that we exist. And so that was my Spotify wrap up. Definitely, probably, I'm going to save like at least 100 or like hold on, 5 times or $60. $60 sounds so much better. Like getting a yearly plan, and I may just do that. But if there's no yearly plan for like where I can just pay and with the student, ID and whatnot and call it a day, I will invest in the like full $100 premium, just so I can listen to the music that I genuinely want, the albums I want, and see what it says at the end of the year. Because like again, like the music on my friend's playlist are pretty good, but they're not the songs that like I put there. They're the songs that I
Didn't represent you.
Yeah,
well.
It's just on the background while I drive it. Again, there's some bangers in there, but like you will tell when I put a song in there, and you will tell when I don't put a song in there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really it. And I really wish more companies did that. I know Nintendo does, and I'm very excited for the Nintendo one. Nintendo will tell you like the most played games on your Switch.
Sony used to do it, but they haven't done it in a while, where they would give you like your year.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they did it in like January, February, but they would tell you how many trophies you earned, what were your top 3 played games of the year, what were your favorite genres, how much did you play online, how much did you play solo.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see, and I really enjoyed it, but they stopped doing it.
Do you think
kind of made me upset.
Did they stop doing it when the PS5 was released, or did they stop? No, before. Okay, yeah. Xbox did it recently because for its 20th anniversary. It's called the Xbox Museum. You go in and you look at all the achievements you've earned, what consoles did you start, what game did you start, all that good stuff. And I was kind of disappointed with the results of mine. I'm gonna keep it real. And that is because I let some friends borrow my Xbox Live account because they just wanted to play a game, and I let them. But I forgot how fucking much they play this game. So when I got my like stats, I was like, why the fuck is Warzone number 1? It shouldn't be. It should either go to Minecraft or Yakuza 7. What the fuck is this? Then I go, oh, I remember why now. I wasn't mad, but it's like with the Spotify Premium all over again. It doesn't represent me. I know what I play on and off. I know what are the games that... Because it literally said that your favorite genre is shooters. And I go, that's so much BS right there. I like shooters. I'm known as the platform and RPG guy, all right? So what is this? Is Minecraft an RPG? It's a sandbox game.
It's a sandbox.
It's a sandbox. It's technically a first-person shooter.
It's an action-adventure role-playing game.
It is, and that's the sad part. I'm like, he's right.
With the biggest ERP community this world knows.
ERP?
Erotic roleplay.
Aside from 14.
We don't talk about that.
I was on my not safe for work account, and I saw like 5 Final Fantasy 14 posts, and I go, yep, that explains it.
Yeah, there are brothels in the game, and they exist.
Do I get kicked out?
If you're a Lalafell. For anyone who doesn't know, Lalafell is
The shortest.
a small race in the game that looks like a child.
I recently made myself a Lalafell because I was just like, yeah, it fits.
You're short and you're full of rage.
Yeah. Because I genuinely miss the rage.
I unfortunately had to delete the game to make room.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to re-download it on like my actual hard drive, like the slow hard drive instead of the SSD, but I actually need to get back into the game.
Endwalker comes out, this is going to date the episode, but you put the date on when we record it anyways.
Yes, we do.
But tonight is the early access for Endwalker, the newest expansion, and I'm super excited for it.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because it's a pre-order bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My only issue... I wasn't sure if it was you or your brother, but someone said Final Fantasy 14 isn't an MMO first. It's a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, most games in that genre are an MMORPG. Final Fantasy 14 is very much an RPG MMO. It's an RPG Final Fantasy story first.
But it makes me upset because I'm gonna be honest, I vaguely, and I really want to kind of start a new account because I want to replay the game. Because my how much did I log in? Like I logged in like at most 20, 30 hours, probably even more. All my memories of the first time playing was just desert, side quest, more side quest, desert.
Well, I mean, you haven't really gotten in the game yet. But if you really want to restart, just make a new character.
I mean, I want to, but at the same time, I don't. I've already made 2 new characters, which is mine, and then the other one. I really don't want to make a new character just so I can throw it away.
You haven't gotten far enough into the game to where it really has that big of an impact, so you could probably just keep playing. You're fine.
Hopefully.
I'm too deep in. What am I? I'm like level 30, right?
No, you're actually in Post or Reborn,
so
you're almost to the first expansion, which is the best part of the game.
Is it really? I thought. What's the first expansion?
Well, for now. Endwalker might take that.
Is there another? Is this the last expansion for the game?
Yeah, for the current arc.
How many arcs have we had?
There was the original release, and then there was the Realm Reborn, the new game, and then 3 expansions so far. So this is the 4th. So the game's not ending. They're going to keep making expansions, but this new one is the final expansion in this current story.
Okay, cool. I'll get into it. It's about time. It's
good.
I'm not paying $15 to play an MMO game.
Honestly, that's my barrier to entry, having to pay money to play it. Cause like with Genshin, I haven't played that game in like at least like a month and a half. I'm just getting back in. Actually, that's why I deleted 14 to get back into the game. But with that game, yes, a gacha game, and it sucks, and it's the biggest negative of the game, besides it being owned by China, which also sucks. But
shut up! We need the Chinese viewerships. Shut up!
No,
we love China. We love China. Woo!
But at least with that game, I can like leave it, and I won't.
14's the same way. It's probably the best thing about 14 is you can walk away from it and not have to keep paying the subscription.
Yeah, but I like...
But I mean, I like one and done, you know? And at least if I like the subscription, then I at least want the, like Game Pass. I want to pay $44 for 3 months just so I know that if I don't play 1 month, I can catch up for the next month. That's what I want. And for Final Fantasy, I haven't seen anything that Final Fantasy allows me to do that.
Yeah, you can pay for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. It doesn't have to be 30 days.
The problem is I don't want to pay 30 days, though. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah, and that's what the free trial
because
is
you're
for.
cheap, right?
Because I'm cheap. Yes, I'm very cheap.
I was the same way when I started 14, because I got the free trial, and then I got the base game, and I played it for about a month, and I hated paying the subscription. But once I got into the game, and I saw how much better it was from all the other free-to-play MMOs that I've played before, just the amount that they put into the game and how much this game is so much better than others. Like I was fine with it because I want to support this game because it's brought me so much fun, so many hours of gameplay that
No, I get it.
I want to support them.
Totally get it. I do.
I'm already kind of too deep anyway because I did buy every single expansion up until Endwalker. So
Yeah.
I'm
You gotta go back.
kind of obligated to play through it.
Is my thing changed, by the way? And when I mean thing, I mean like when you open up the menu, do you now see like my new name, or do you still
Yeah.
see the? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I am genuinely going to probably make that character that I made like a little mascot for my channel, like genuinely, because
He's a cute boy.
No,
boy.
not my version. The cat girl.
Oh, the cat girl. Yeah, she's cute too.
Yeah. I think I will change her, like, if I can, edit her a little bit, and then make it official.
Yeah, I'll be becoming a bunny boy in a little over 10 hours.
That's true.
I'll be my true spirit animal, a playboy bunny boy.
Yeah, I'm a little guy who likes to yell and shoot fire.
Explosion!
Explosion! Except I'm cuter than Megamine. They fucking said it.
You're a little potato.
Thanks. I was now you're one food item close from being a racist, so thanks.
What, potato?
Beans.
Oh, beans? Oh, yeah, that would have been...
That would have been like, whoa, wait a minute, Mason, hold up a minute.
That probably would have ended the podcast right then and there.
We had a close call on the last one, I think.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not going to bring it up again.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Yeah. No, but I wanted to talk about the Game Awards. And the only reason I bring it up, and we could definitely have a bigger conversation, but I wanted to tell you all my favorite game of the year that unfortunately isn't nominated, but it's my favorite game.
Dude, same.
Of the year.
I'll tell you mine as well.
All right. So for those who don't know, I really there were a lot of good games this year. But
more than last year.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Absolutely more than last year.
Next year is going to be even bigger.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Knock on wood.
Hopefully, yeah. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I mean, I think whatever.
It's technically wood.
But my favorite game of this year was a game that is only 2 hours short, but I remember it so fondly. And it is Before Your Eyes. I'm not going to say anything about the game other than you play as a person going through their life, and anytime you blink in real time, a day, a week, something passes. It's so good, and I highly recommend people to check it out. I really do, because that game, like that ending, really hit me harder than I expected. And it's not nominated for Game of the Year. Fucking course not, and pisses me off. But it is nominated for best, I think, indie game or like most impactful game. So if you guys are big fans of this podcast, please go on the Game Awards website and go to wherever Before Your Eyes is nominated and vote for it. If that game wins any awards this year, I will call that a dub. I will be like, this is the best thing that's happened to me this year, because it's just that good of a game.
Yeah. My game that didn't get nominated for Game of the Year, even though honestly it should have, it had every right to, is Forza Horizon 5.
I'm sorry. because knowing you, I expected like either like a first person shooter or a like adventure
Fighting
game. Or a fighting game, but mostly like
Did
something.
any fighting games come out this year? Any
Guilty
good
Gear.
ones?
Guilty Gear.
Strive. Under Night in Birth came out. It's another anime game.
Don't forget Nicktoons All Star Brawl. And
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't say that one, so I could be like, oh, funny nobody mentioned that game. Seems like everybody forgot about it.
we'll come back. We'll come back to it for a minute. But I do want to say, I just expected you to be like into like a story-driven game, not a driven game. See what I did there?
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, like, it got sniped. I think it was another game. I can't remember what it's called. That also got sniped with an E. I'll look it up later. But
Riders Republic?
that game's good. I think it also should have been nominated for Game of the Year. But that's probably a little more biased.
Is it better than Steep?
I think it is, yeah.
Damn.
It definitely has more in-depth gameplay.
Before, because I now know what you two are talking about, but before we go on, do you guys want to say what Steep and that other game was?
Steep was like a snow sports. It's a Ubisoft game that's like you're on a mountain, ski, snowboard, do a bunch of stuff. And Riders Republic is that plus a ton of more sports like BMX and other like driving,
Skateboarding.
yeah, skateboarding, that sort of stuff.
Dude, that shit sounds like fun. Why haven't I gotten on this? What the fuck?
Honestly, straight up, it's like top 5 games that come out this year. I'm being dead serious.
It was on my list, but there's just like the end of this year is so packed with games. Like it's hard for me to choose what to play.
Exactly. Like the beginning of the year was like so barren in my opinion, and then suddenly like October, like came around or September and it just kicked into high gear.
Yeah, honestly,
Getting straight fisted with all these games.
Yep.
no, literally, that would hurt my butt.
And the Steam sale absolutely killed my wallet. I spent so much money.
I was noticing that. I noticed that when we were booting up your PC, there was a lot more games there. I was curious where they came from.
Yeah.
My wallet.
Wallet.
Or what used to be my wallet.
I did want to say though, I like to participate in Black Friday shopping because I'm a filthy capitalist and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm sorry, not sorry. Unfortunately, I like to do this thing where I like to go out into like the stores and get it just for like the feel, like seeing everyone also there because it feels fun. When no one gets hurt, when someone gets hurt, very sad.
But entertaining,
but sad.
Yes.
But like, you know, I like to go in because it's a yearly tradition. I've done it since like the beginning of high school, and I've kept it going since. But unfortunately, I was called into work super early, and I wanted as much sleep as I can, so I just ordered it through Amazon. But I did get my 2 games that I semi wanted off of Black Friday, so I'm good, and I will tell them to you guys. But before I do, did any of you guys get anything for Black Friday?
My Oculus Quest 2.
Was that really on sale?
No, it wasn't on sale, but I got a $50 Target gift card.
Oh, okay.
Which I spent to get that $70 link cable for the Oculus Quest 2. It's a complete ripoff. Do not get it. But I had $50 extra to blow, so.
I didn't get anything. I don't get anything on Black Friday.
Really? Mm-mm. I feel like you would. Like, not because I'm saying you're poor, but because I'm saying you're poor, you know? That was a joke. That was a joke.
It's a joke, but it's also true. But no, the only thing I get every year, like sale-wise or bundle-wise, is the Humble Bundle from the Yogscast Jingle Jam. Shout out to that. The first day of the Jingle Jam is a live stream that the Yogscast do every year for Christmas.
Yeah,
throughout the whole month of December.
It's for charity, isn't it? Yeah.
And they have a whole list of charities that you can donate to and get. And I think it's $35 or 35 British pounds. Gets you the bundle of games, which is a ton of games and truly impressive what they do. But that's what I do every year, and there's some really good games that they put in there, and they go really hard to try and get good value. But just in the first day, they raised like £500,000, which is absolutely insane.
Is it still going on?
Yeah, it's going on through the whole month of December.
Oh yeah, it started today. I mean, yesterday.
Yeah, on December 1st. And the first stream they always do is Jingle Cats. That's the one I always recommend if you want to know what the Jingle Jam is. Just go to either this year's or last year's or any previous year's streams or highlights and watch the Jingle Cats, because that is some comedy gold right there. That or the Hat Films album, Christmas album, where they sit down and write an album. It's truly amazing what they do and super entertaining.
It's just I love it. I love it so much when like either Yogscast or any other like kind of big YouTube channel like does something for Christmas that isn't just like Christmas theme. It isn't just a video slapped on with like saying, "Oh, but it's released in December. It's a Christmas video." But it's like a genuine event where they just they do something good. It's the same with awesome games and summer games done quick. I love it when I know that I can wake up and where I work will probably get burned down, and that would suck. But I at least know that awesome games done quick won't burn down, and I will look
Still
forward
get
to that.
See people do games really fast.
Yeah, exactly.
For cancer.
It's so cool. I always buy one of their like shirt. You guys know that I buy the shirt with all like the different characters on it. I always buy that one. But that's fair. No, and it goes on till December, right?
Yeah, through the entire month of December. And recently they've been incorporating a lot more people, not just Yogscast members, but also giving like other streamers a chance to kind of highlight themselves on their streams.
Okay.
Bringing on people to join them. And it's just a nice community event. And also the bundle, like charity aside or Yogscast aside, just the bundle alone is really great. It's a great value. Like I think this year's bundle is like $300 or $600 worth of Steam games and codes and DLC and stuff.
For like $35.
For $35.
Jesus.
And they send you all the codes via email as soon as you donate, and you get to help a great cause, as well as get a ton of games that you might have wanted. It's honestly a really good deal.
If you do this, because I feel like you would probably do it. If you do this, can I have any code that you don't want?
Yeah, I'll shovel them out.
Thank you. But before we go on, I will talk about what games I got for this.
Oh yeah.
This Black Friday. Sorry, I got Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, definitive edition, because a lot of people call that game a masterpiece, and
That's pretty good.
And I want to give it a try. Have you played it?
I have not played it completely. I do not own it, but a friend of mine let me play it, and I got like a few hours in.
Was it Jack?
No. But it's really good.
Okay.
The only one I played extensively
was Xenoblade
X.
Chronicles X, yeah.
Yeah, which is also really good.
And the next game I got was Fire Emblem Three Houses. And the reason I did that was because the copy that I'm playing right now is a friend's copy, and they want to do like 2 other routes, but they haven't because I've been hogging it. And they thankfully haven't been like, "Yo, can I have it back?" But like they definitely want to play it again. So I got myself my own copy, and it's a $60 game for like $35, and I'm like, when is this gonna go back down in value? Like Mario Kart recently just got a deal. Breath of the Wild just got like cut in half for Black Friday. These Nintendo games that have been on the shelf for 4 years, being $60, finally got we got an actual sale price. So I had to get on that. And I will admit, because I want to finish Three Houses, I really do, but a little part of me also kind of regrets not buying Astral Chain, because that was also on sale for $35. And I played that with a friend. We need to stream that game.
Astral Chain?
Yes, because it's really fucking good, surprisingly. Like, you probably won't like it. I'm gonna have a good time. You play as either cute boy or cute girl with a fucking robot. All right, like that shit.
That's all you need to say for David. David loves robots.
I do love robots.
Do you really?
Robots are pretty cool.
I mean, okay. I know you have those Transformers figures, but like,
yeah, for the viewers or listeners who can't see, we're looking at David's wall, which has a ton of mechs and robots.
I mean, to some extent.
Transformers.
To some extent, because like, you don't like Gundam, and that confuses me.
I like Gurren Lagann though.
I mean, yeah, but like, when someone says anime mech, they don't think of that. They think of Gundam.
The majority of people haven't seen Gundam though. There's like 1 billion Gundam.
So why don't we just watch one that people are like, oh yeah, this one's good, and there's a good hype for it, and be like, yeah, we like Gundam, and just mention that one and nothing else.
So I feel like I have to start at the beginning.
Iron-Blooded Orphans is a good place to start. That one's good.
You watch Gundam?
Yeah, I love Gundam.
What the fuck? When did you start liking Gundam?
Like, since I was born. I came out of the womb in a mech.
Okay.
No, because I know you like Gargantuan. Is that the one?
Yeah, Gargantua on the Vendor's Planet. It's one of my favorite animes, if not my favorite anime.
Yeah, and that one's kind of mech, and I understand that one.
Knights and Magic is a good one.
I just didn't know you like Gundam. What the fuck?
I love Gundam. I like what's the unicorn one? I forget that one.
Unicorns.
I thought there was one Gundam show that had like a unicorn mech.
My Little Pony. Friendship is forever.
Well, yeah, Darling and the Franxx is good too. I might be thinking of a different show, but yeah, I like robots.
What the fuck, Mason? What the fuck? Do you have a 3DS?
Yes. Or no, I don't have a 3DS. I have a DS Lite.
If I give you my 3DS, will you play Kirby Planet Robobot?
Maybe.
What the fuck, Mason? You know I like robots, and why haven't you shared... What the fuck, dude?
This is Gravity Falls all over again.
Do you even know me, bro?
Apparently not! Apparently not!
Fair enough.
It's like the... Do you want to explain the Gravity Falls one?
How would you do it?
When Gravity Falls was coming out, me and David watched it religiously, apparently. And I say apparently because it wasn't until after it was over that, fast forward to what, last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago.
We figured out we actually liked it, but we've never talked about it to each other.
No, and I remember exactly when. It was in 2020 because you were like, look what I got. And we were playing Animal Crossing and you switched to like Mabel's sweater. Or Dipper's
hat or something like that.
I think it was Dipper's hat. It was Dipper's hat. And I go, yo, that's cool. Wait, you like Gravity Falls? And you go, yeah, I love Gravity Falls. I'm like, out of the entire time we've been friends, why haven't we just been like, oh yeah, we like Gravity Falls? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
You know what's even more crazy?
What?
I watch Gravity Falls religiously.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say bull fucking shit. You don't.
Could you imagine though?
It's a good show.
Right here on the podcast, I was like, dude, I liked it too.
Dude,
No.
what?
No, but I do like the show. I just never seen it all.
You have Disney. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's true.
No, actually watch it because it's surprisingly really good. Like
look, man, Disney Plus is just gonna be a Star Wars thing for me when Book of Boba Fett comes out.
That's true. You know, the only reason we're recording was because we know that after like today, we probably won't see you for a hot minute.
Yeah, in a little under, or a little over 10 hours, I will be
playing
gone.
14. He won't come back unless work tells him I'm gonna see him. He's gonna look fucking tired and be like, "What happened?" He's like, "I've been playing 14." No.
You know me so well.
Got him. Case closed, Your Honor. I'm a good friend. But to kind of go back to Game Awards, what was the nominees for Game of the Year? Because me and David are voting It Takes Two, because that's the only game we really like.
The only ones I remember is It Takes Two, Resident Evil 8, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Was Psychonauts?
Yes, Psychonauts
2.
Which I heard was actually really good, surprisingly.
Deathloop. Which I'm sick of hearing about that game.
Isn't it good, actually?
It's great. It's just the advertisement for that game was a loop that made me want to die.
Dude, like, that thing was advertised like 3 times during a PlayStation event.
Yeah. I mean, like, me with that game has been an entire roller coaster. The first trailer I was super hyped for, and the second trailer came out, and I think I saw a little bit of gameplay, and I was just, like, super turned off. I was like, ugh.
I probably would have gotten the game when it came out if they didn't show it to me every single time I went on the internet.
Like, if they showed it to me, like, twice, I'd been like, all right, I'll get this game, but they kept
pushing it.
Too much money on the
I mean, it did make its money back, though. There's a reason it's nominated for Game of the Year.
Well, no, it's definitely a great game.
It's just like...
I just feel like it's been ingrained into my eyeballs.
It's kind of
I've seen it so much.
It's kind of like why I kind of like didn't start Darling in the Franxx or whatever it's called. That shit
it's just everywhere.
Cause it was a fucking. I couldn't go 2 minutes without seeing someone's profile picture on either Instagram, Twitter, or Discord as 02, and I was like, get this pink bitch out of my screen.
She is cute though.
I don't even want to say that. She is, but I don't even want to say that, man. I'm sick and tired of seeing I almost said 02. No, her name's 02. That's right.
Yeah.
02. Yeah.
Sick and tired of seeing her, man. She haunts my dreams. Resident Evil 8. I don't know why that's not.
That game is good.
It's fine, but it's not Game of the Year material.
I love Resident Evil. It's one of my favorite franchises.
You like Resident Evil 2?
And I was super excited for this game, but They went too far into the Resident Evil 4 aspect, and not in a good way. Like, it's too much of an action game and not enough of a horror game. Especially after Resident Evil 7. That game was terrifying.
I heard 8 was...
It was very action heavy.
I heard that, but that was towards the ending, though. I heard a lot of people liked the ending because it stopped being a horror game and went to action, and it actually did it well. That's what I heard.
Well, honestly, it wasn't even really a horror game from the beginning. But no, it's a great game. I understand why it's nominated. I don't think it should win.
What was her name again?
Big Booba Lady?
I can't remember.
I don't think anybody remembers her
I thought
name.
I thought it was Lady something. I know it's Lady something.
Yeah, it's Lady something, but the only something I got on my mind is
Tall!
Tall lady. Also Metroid Dread. That's
Dread.
also...
Oh yeah, Dread. Honestly, the ones I want to win Game of the Year is either Metroid Dread or Ratchet and Clank.
What the
Apart.
fuck? Take-Two's right there. What are you doing?
It's a great game.
It's a phenomenal game.
It's a phenomenal game. I don't think it's Game of the Year though.
Fuck you.
Honestly, I really don't care. I mean, like, I want It Takes Two, but other than that, at least Last of Us 2 isn't on here, so...
Ooh, let's go! If you like Last of Us 2, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm not gonna even go into detail why I don't like Last of Us
It's
2.
just a bad game.
It's just bad. It didn't
I can't wait for
deserve
people. I can't wait for people going. You're just fucking blinded by the hate. You're just fucking racist and misogynistic.
Or
It's a
just
bad.
my opinion.
Yeah.
bad.
I just don't like. I don't like it because, and I'm gonna say it right now, just because we're on it. I don't like it because I genuinely think it was an unnecessary game. Where Last of Us 2 ended was actually pretty fucking good. Yes, you could argue that. Oh well, every first game should shouldn't make a sequel, and I'm like, yeah, but in my opinion, what a sequel should do is it should either go on with the plot that clearly needs it, or either fix the gameplay. Last of Us 2 story ended fine, didn't need a sequel, and Last of Us 2 gameplay was just the first one again with nothing new except slight adjustments here and there. I didn't see a point for it. I'm sorry. But go ahead, keep calling me a racist and misogynist. You know what? My reputation for misogyny is legendary. Fuck you.
Woof.
Wow.
I'm tired of Twitter. Fuck you, Twitter. Instagram, you're cool because you at least let me do dumb polls and actually remind me when I do them. Thank you. No, I want to take Two to win, definitely. I heard Psychonauts 2 was pretty good, actually. Like, it was a good sequel, but I
never even played the first one.
So I was just like,
Yeah.
Metroid Dread to me because I love the Metroid series, but mostly Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart because I love Ratchet and Clank.
I love Ratchet and Clank too.
I grew up playing those games, so it has a special place in my heart.
I'm glad. I hope it wins, but also I hope it takes Two. You know what? Shake on it right now. May the best.
Let's just shake on. Let's hope it's not Resi 8.
Let's hope it's not Resi 8.
It's gonna be Resident 8, dude.
It's
Sony,
it
dude.
is.
What do you expect?
It is. I wouldn't be surprised if the Game Awards is like Sony's like ego booster.
Yeah.
I mean, my theory is that the Game Awards is basically like the Oscar, but for video games, where the Oscar favors certain kinds of movies, like biopics, like World War II biopics about, the Holocaust survivor, blah, 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 blah. The Game Awards thing is cinematic Sony titles
That are movies.
So what I'm hearing is you don't like the Holocaust, David.
I would hope I would not like the Holocaust.
Getting spicy at the end of this podcast.
I mean, it would be a bad thing if I liked it.
That's true.
No, I'm never going to forget the time I went up to, I'm going to keep this person anonymous just because it was really funny. But I was just like, we were just talking about World War II, and I looked at him like, so what I'm hearing is, and I try to make it sound like one of those kind of trick questions. So I was like, you don't like the Holocaust. And they were like, no, I like the Holocaust. Wait a minute.
Got him good.
Got him! I mean, Resident Evil 8 was fine, but it's just like, I the only real reason I remembered it was because me as a short guy was not only intimidated, but aroused by the tall lady. That's it. I really
But
just
see, that's only like 10% of the game.
I want Takes Two to win because It Takes Two was actually good. And I'm not saying that Resident Evil 8 wasn't.
Look,
But
I'll say this. It Takes Two is a great game. It's not better than A Way Out.
we haven't finished it, so we have no comment.
I'm still forming that opinion.
We're still forming it. But, like, holy shit, man. I mean, It Takes Two is fucking good.
No, it's great. It's great.
Yes.
Definitely deserves the nomination.
You just don't like it because you didn't see dicks in it in the first 10 minutes of it, A Way Out. Do you remember that part where you were booting up the game and you saw those naked men?
Getting sprayed by the police officer and you see his schlong. What a game.
What a game. What a fantastic game, though.
A Way Out is... It's still up on my list of best games of all time.
It really is.
It's so good.
Also, Joseph Fares is just... I love Joseph Fares,
He's
man.
based.
He's so cool. He's the man.
I don't think he ever has done an interview sober.
Actually, no, dude. It has to win just so we can get him on stage.
Yes! Everyone vote for It Takes Two! We need Joseph on stage!
Dude,
right now!
Not only do we need to get him on stage, we need to get him plastered.
Oh my god.
Absolutely hammered.
Do you remember...
This dude's gonna get the Game Awards canceled.
He's gonna be like, oh my god, yes, fuck you, Metroid, fuck you, Resident, my game, best game, woo! Fuck the Oscars!
That would be pretty great to see.
Exactly.
You know what? You're convincing me.
Do you remember, that reminded me, do you remember when, I think it was best community game last year, and everyone thought it was Fortnite, so you just see fucking, what's his name, from No Man's Sky, the creator of the game, just like going to drink his like wine or water or whatever.
They say No Man's Sky.
And he just goes, like his eyes open up, he goes, wait a minute.
I mean, it's better than the time they won that award and they didn't show up.
Yeah.
That was so sad.
It was so funny.
So sad.
I love that, man.
Oh, yeah.
No Man's Sky is one of the greatest comebacks in gaming history.
Honestly, it's so good that, like...
And they're still making content
Are you serious? It's still
Yes.
going? Dude, it's so good that it made me go, wow, maybe, like, online, like, updates isn't a bad thing. Because when you take, like, an approach like No Man's Sky and just work on your game and fix it and actually release it and it's in, like, a playable, good condition, to the point where you can tell that, like, the people were like, we are genuinely sorry. I mean, what more? What more can I say?
Yeah. Speaking of good comebacks, Rainbow Six did that as well. I remember when it first came out, it was dog shit. It was buggy as fuck.
Like today.
Yeah, because Rainbow Six is absolutely dog shit today. But that couple years when it was actually good.
What a ride.
What a ride.
Dude, I remember when I would come over and you would be playing Rainbow, and I'm just like, this man's still playing Rainbow. You got that game for me so we could play together only like twice.
Yeah.
Can we go back to it?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
Sucks. Ubisoft does not know how to balance. Ubisoft took notes from Sakurai when it comes to balancing their game.
But please, I want to play it just so you can team kill everyone, and then it's just you and me versus the world. We can John Wick it.
Yay.
Come on, man. Come on. Remember when they added that, like, cute Asian hacker chick and there was so much porn of her?
Dokubi?
Yeah.
That's my main.
God damn it, David.
And I play her in the game.
Yeah, I play.
My main in that game was probably the guy with the just beautiful beard.
Blackbeard?
Yeah.
The pirate? Sorry, I've never played Rainbow.
Dude, Blackbeard from Rainbow. I don't know. I've never played Siege.
Blackbeard from Assassin's Creed 4?
4?
Dude, that was a good game.
Was it really?
Assassin's Creed 4.
Such a good
You
game.
need to play it. I gave you it.
Yeah, you gave me Sonic Generations too, and I've been playing Sonic Generations. I'm sorry.
I just reminded myself with Assassin's Creed 4, I need to go make my annual, like, shrine saying, please Skull and Bones come out one day.
That's funny. Next thing you'll know, Beyond Good and Evil will also come out. Ha 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 ha.
That's not funny, man. That's not funny. Come on, man.
I remember that shit was announced. It looked super cool.
And then never came out.
Disappeared on the face of the map.
That you just reminded me. I think we should end the episode on this one tweet. Someone said, and I quote, "Y'all motherfuckers need to stop telling kids that Santa Claus isn't real. Y'all motherfuckers think that we're still getting an English translation of Mother 3. So let kids believe. And I go, fuck you.
He's got a point.
Fuck you.
He's got a point.
They're both just as likely. Have you seen them work on Mother 3? No. Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, wait, we actually can't end it. I forgot. We got to take the special announcement. You guys know about the special announcement, right?
Totally.
Yes.
100%.
Are you fuck? Did we not? Fuck. All right. So I know, like, it's kind of like, what? I mean, you guys just came back. Why are y'all going on break? But we are ending the podcast right here for a bit. We're not like ending it, but we're going on a hiatus. And the reasoning for that is because we are going to try to make a new format to kind of get the episodes out, not only quicker, but more consistent. So this will be the last podcast just for the time being. I don't want to give like an update, like we'll be back on this day, because we might not be, So for now,
we want to try and fix the audio quality, get things situated where it's more enjoyable and easier to kind of take in.
Yeah. So with that, this is just a see you later. We'll be back. Please go vote for Before Your Eyes for Game of the Year. Thank you.
I'll end this with a... hold on. Say something while I get this up.
Oh, we can just shill? God damn it. That word's just ingrained in me now. We can end with our where to find us. So, Mason, go first.
You can find me on Twitch at jmouse7. You can also find me here. And, I'll be
on
living
Instagram.
I'll be living in...
on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, Instagram too, jmouse710.
That's the one.
You can... I'll be around.
David?
That's a lie. I'm going to be in 14.
You can find me on Twitter at PowerGlove25. And me and Gerardo also have a Twitch, Velvet Boys, but the boys is BOIS, because we the boys.
We the boys.
That's about it. Yep.
And I am Gerardo, TheFriendlyGem. You can find me on Twitter at TheFriendlyGem. Instagram, I actually changed it, and I will quickly explain why. You can now find me on Instagram, Gerardo the Shy Guy, because a lot of people kept tagging my spam account because GERD was the first word that popped up, and people thought, oh, GERD, Gerardo, this is his. So, Gerardo the Shy Guy. I have to go back to every fucking episode and change that, by the way. Actually, no, I'll keep it. I'll keep it as a way. Just as like a...
It's an adventure.
It's a memory, yeah. And on YouTube, The Friendly Gem. With that being said, thank you guys for these great 7 episodes, and we can't wait to see you on our next step towards better.
Mm-hmm.
Play us out.
$1 Million Mansions.
Play us out, Mason.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Bye-bye!
Bye.
Boggers.
Buggers.
Boggers. 1, 2, 3. Boggers.
Poggers.